Morning, everyone. Today is Thursday, the 25th of June, 2020. Balmy, 63 degrees. We need rain. We need rain. When I say we need rain, we need rain. Okay, I'm lucky to be here. Harrowing experience yesterday. I have to repeat it today, 2 days in a row. Yeah, I had to work for the kid at this bar. Boy, never a truer statement. Lonely at the top. Surrounded by bottom feeders. Picking on your humble, flexible fluid messenger. 6 hours. Unbelievable. Unbearable. Not too many people could handle it. And like I said, I got to do it again today. Damn. All right. Let's deal with the... We'll deal with the EMP, fear, porn, or fact. But I want to deal with these pictures first because you just saw them. They're fresh in your mind. Now everybody's going to think, by God, that's an easy one, that first picture, Dave. Well, not everyone. The customers I had at Steve's bar yesterday, they wouldn't know it. You're going to tell me that's the Leaning Tower of Pisa in Italy, P-I-Z-A, comma, Italy. Right? Wrong. That is the Leaning Tower of Niles, Illinois. Yeah. Kind of right around Chicago area, if you know what I mean. Illinois, in the United States. That kind of Illinois. Second picture, when I was off one state yesterday, is a Pantheon constructed by a Confederate war veteran in the late 1800s in Nashville, Tennessee. Yeah, it sure looks like the one in Athens, Greece, doesn't it? I'm going to tell you something about these two buildings, people. They're interesting fact for you. If you Google Leaning Towers, you are going to get 28 of those things worldwide. Yeah, it's not just a famous Leaning Tower of Pisa. There's 28 of these damn things out there. Better yet, if you were to Google the list of pantheons, way too long for me to list here. Every country, it seems like, worldwide, got it. Like the domes I was telling you about. Domes from one end of the flat earth to the other. Everywhere. Common design, common engineering, common construction. Man, is it sinking in a little bit? Am I onto something here? I hope so. So, interesting, huh? Now, you could always say, well, look at Washington, D.C., the District of Criminals. They got a lot of Pantheon-esque style buildings. True. But look at that dude in Nashville. Then look at the one in Athens. Yeah, and the Pantheons have a strange religious significance to them. Religious significance and foreign to your humble messenger. Might have to ask a Catholic what that's all about, or a Jesuit. All right, let's get on to the crux of the matter. EMP, electromagnetic pulse, fact or fiction, fear porn or not. I was going to play a little snippet here from True News, TRUNEWS.com. But you know, they've had so many good shows on this week. I strongly recommend you people check it out. Are they about an hour and a half long? You don't have an hour and a half? You can talk about Bubba Wallace for an hour and a half, but you can't watch this. Okay. So I'll just give you their summary. Today on True News, we welcome electromagnetic pulse weapons expert Dr. Peter Benson Pry to discuss the dangerous vulnerability America has from a Chinese first strike against the power grid. We also detail how the chaos produced from this attack would be amplified by the ongoing domestic Jacobin revolution, Reed Murray there, and the perceived pandemic of the Mona Corona. Hey, it was a good show. Yesterday's was a good show too. I mean the day before. I strongly recommend you take a look at it. So, EMP, huh? What's Congress? What's the congressional critters doing about EMP? Well, they're holding hearings on it. You need to do a Google search on congressional hearings on EMP. Echo Mike Papa, electromagnetic pulse. 130,000 returns. How many have you heard about? None? You see what I mean? Another thing that might help you to understand this, if you're looking at China as a sovereign, autonomous nation that's having a problem with their breadbasket, their garden, their real estate, why would they attack that? You're not thinking correctly. The China you're thinking about died in 1949. Yeah, might have been a long-winded ancient civilization. Brand new since 49. The same communists, the same Murrays, the same bankster gangsters, the same billionaires club that destroyed China in 49, destroyed the Soviet Union, or the Russian people in 1917. And when did they destroy America? Well, I think I would make a hell of a case. Probably around 1790. And I just summarize that by saying what the English army lost, the English banksters got back. That's what I'm thinking. Nothing more pathetic than seeing people that think they're free. You know, that saying, none are so hopelessly enslaved as those who think they're free. Talking about, oh, the Confederate warriors, they were horrible. Civil warriors. I mean, people owned slaves. We got 2 slaveholders on the Mount Rushmore. Slaves. They are slaves themselves. Idiots. You know, might have been colorblind now, but it's still the same enslavement. Jesus. I mean, you know, what can I say? I wanted to keep this one short, people, because I got a lot of stuff to do, and working over at the kids' bar really crimps my style and getting stuff done. But I'm going to pursue the buildings a little bit more. I hope I'm not losing you. I know you guys would rather talk about Bubba Wallace and the so-called noose in his garage. I'll give you the recap on that. Turns out the FBI investigated and says, oh, guess what? This thing was here before this garage was assigned to you. So we're not going to list this as a racially motivated hate crime. So, true to form, ever the snowflake, ever the whining sniveler. What does he say? Whether it was tied in 2019 or 2020, somebody still tied it. Well, I mean, words that hurt. Oh, God, I'm sick of it. In fact, 3 TVs at the bar. I had ESPN way down at the cheap seat end. You know why? Because I'm sick of ESPN. I'm sick of their talking heads. I'm sick of their bullshit. So many people go, oh, why can't we watch ESPN down here on this side? I said, you go sit down there in the back of the bus and watch ESPN, pal. I don't want to hear it. I'm tired of Bubba Wallace. And I'm tired of All-Star Wrestling. The WTF Wrestling. So, quick video today, people. Didn't mean to be so brief. You have to look at True News. Look at last night's episode. Oh, I got time, I guess. It's only 7 minutes into this. I met a guy one time who was a survivalist. I'm making a short story of this. I said, how did you become such a gung-ho survivalist? He says, I realized what electricity junkies we are. I realized what the panic is when you go to the wall switch, flip it, and nothing happens. And the deafening silence as the pandemonium is going to begin. So I go press him for a little more detail. Apparently he was traveling in some third world shithole. I think it was Belize in Central America. And he had to go up to 2 weeks without electricity. And he said it was hell. It was hell on earth. He says, you think the first couple of days suck. Wait till it gets toward the end of the 2-week period. So he comes back home to the States, and periodically, with no notice to his wife and kids, he would go to the main breaker panel, pull the main breaker, plunge the house into darkness, no electricity, and say, deal with it, people. Where's the candles? Where's the flashlights? Where's the batteries for the flashlights? Because these flashlights ain't making it. Interesting, because you don't know what electricity junkie we've all become. And let's just say you're smart enough to take your smartphone and instead of leave it by your bed at night, you put it into a Faraday cage. You might want to Google what those are, because these highly sophisticated electronic devices are very sensitive to magnetic disturbances, electromagnetic disturbances. You guys all know what surge protectors are and what they're for. Okay, think of a Faraday cage as much more sophisticated. So you're smart enough to put it in a Faraday cage, you get up after an EMP or some problem with the power grid. What good's it going to do you? You're not going to Google, you're not going to call, you're not going to go on Facebook. Think about it. Just think about life with no electricity. And where would you be 2 weeks, a month down the road? They say, the experts like this Pry and others, and some of these 130,000 congressional hearings, you know, Congress is always good about talking but never getting it done. I get stuff done. Congress, not so much. Look into it. I think it's something you might want to consider. If you have any preparations at all, if all of a sudden you lost your power for 30 days, could you make it? We'll see. Oh, and that's kind of ironic too. Talking at the bar yesterday about freezers. You cannot buy a freezer in the state of North Dakota. I don't know if you can get one anywhere in the world. Everybody's buying freezers. Everybody's stockpiling meat. Remember yesterday the 400,000 Germans Yeah, because 1,500 meat packer employees came down with the dreaded Mona Corona. So, why does it always hit the meat packers? You notice that? The people that make these smartphones, they sit shoulder to shoulder. They never spread the Mona Corona. No, it's always the people handling the food. Food's a weapon. Keep that in mind, too. All right, people. I guess I'm running along after all. Gotta work at bar today. Damn. So I'm gonna have to hurry up and get some stuff done. I ain't gonna get a lot of stuff done, but I'll get some stuff done. You guys have a good one, and I will see you next video if I survive today.